Aloha everybody! This is our first ever YouTube video as Aloha Try. In this channel we'll share all the discoveries that we've made over the years of competing, racing, and coaching in endurance sports. The aim of the show is to provide you with a platform of stories, tips, and a collection of insights of various things in outdoor sport. We'll also talk about things that interest us that are in and out of the sport itself. Funnily enough, as a first entry in our series of videos, even though this is introductory, we're going to talk briefly about something that may or may not be considered as very motivational. And it's a perfect day to kick this off, and that is to briefly talk about where we are in our fitness and New Year's resolutions. Where do we stand currently at the midpoint of the first month of 2021? Strava had revealed that today, in fact, the 17th of January, is Quitter's Day. That is not an idea or a concept developed by marketing boffins, but something that comes from Strava Insights. And this is where they've done a deep database dive into global athlete data from previous years. So they've actually identified a dip in activities within their user base at a specific date in January annually. And they're calling it Quitter's Day. They started this day from 2019, where statistically from about 822 million activities collectively, covering more than 8 billion miles activities, suddenly dipped. This usually follows the release of what you may or may not have seen, the Strava annual report, the Year of Sport report, in fact, which displays the trends of the general Strava community. And that includes indoor workouts and all the group workouts and such. So what Strava came up with is the idea of Quitter's Day. This is to get people more active, or to keep them active on that statistical day of quitting and beyond their New Year's resolutions. This year is fundamentally different because we are actually in our second winter, because we are in our second winter of pandemic, and the fact that people are trying to keep themselves active. But I have a couple of things I'd like to focus on, and that would be first, staying consistent, and second, working on our goal setting for 2021. That's something we will follow up on a later video. So to keep my athletes busy and engaged, I've put together a number of challenges. You may have seen the Lionel Sanders 5K challenge that a lot of athletes on the internets had attempted over the winter, or such challenges that would provide a PB of some kind. I put my athletes through the same similar program, and I was quite successful in getting my cohort active and successfully obtaining 5K personal bests. For our current program, we are doing something very similar in that we're building on the success of the 5K challenge on an 8-week plan for a 10K PB. We call it the Aloha Try 10K challenge. This will put you through really challenging rigors to achieve a 10K PB after 8 weeks of interval training, tempo runs, etc. And you actually may learn something about yourself, or how fast you can actually go in such a short period of time. If you're interested in participating in our challenge and want to follow our progress, you can either subscribe and follow our progress on a weekly basis, where we will also share the workouts. Or you could email us here. We will share a structured plan delivered via Training Peaks. This is free to the first 10 people who respond. This plan is normally $19.95. So get in there quick. So tune in for our next video where we'll be going through our first week of the 10K challenge and the first few sessions ourselves. Thank you very much, and aloha everybody.